Nectarines. Often kind of seen as peach's unwanted cousin because there's a slight genetic difference that leaves them with no fuzz. And not quite as popular as a peach, but I think nectarines are a really great fruit. So today on Cooking with Parker, I'm going to kind of switch things up. We're going to make a nectarine cobbler rather than your traditional peach cobbler. And this is for my series, Fruits A to Z. So I'm cooking through the whole alphabet with fruits. And it's for nectarine. Let's go. I'm going to start with 1 whole stick of butter. Pop that in the oven while it's preheating. So we're going to cook that to 350. And we're just going to leave that in there so it can get a nice brown, get some good flavor. Then we're going to drop our nectarines into a pot of boiling water. This is going to help them skin real easily. So 20-30 seconds in the water, and then put them in an ice bath to shock them, stop that cooking process. And then you're supposed to cut the X's before you do that. I forgot that, so I'm just going to cut some X's and then go ahead and peel off the skin. So it takes a little bit of work, but you don't want that skin in there. It's a little tough. The nectarine skin's not as bad as peach skin in my opinion, so you can leave it on there, but it's just going to be a better eating experience if you go ahead and remove that skin. So it takes a few minutes to do this, you know, a little bit of labor of love for this dish, but I promise you it's worth it. So just removing the skin from all those nectarines, and you want 5 to 6 good-sized nectarines, probably about 2 pounds worth for this recipe. Once we got that done, we're going to go ahead and split them in half so we can go ahead and remove the pit. And these aren't going to come out quite as cleanly as like a nice, fresh, cling-sewn or cling-free peach, but it works all right. So just kind of breaking it apart and removing that pit. It's not perfect little slices, that's right. We're going to just kind of slice this up, cut it up so we get nice kind of chunks as well. It's going to incorporate all throughout our nectarine cobbler. I realized I was losing a lot of the great nectarine juice onto the cutting board, so went ahead and put it over the sauce pot. It's still got a little bit of heat from boiling, but want some heat. We're going to cook these on medium-low heat to kind of help bring out some of those sugars, and we're going to add half a cup of sugar to this as well, so you want that sugar to dissolve. So just put that into my sauce pot. Lost a little bit on the side there, but it's all right. Just wash it off, put it back in there. The restaurant I work at, I'm sometimes called Parknado because when I work, I often make a mess. But then we're also going to add a pinch of salt. In cooking, sometimes people are puzzled by adding salt to dessert, but I feel like it just accentuates the flavor, so just a little bit of salt goes a long way. And we're going to start with our batter, so we're weighing out or measuring out 1 cup of flour or 120 grams, 125 grams based on what recipe you look at. And so just pulling that back so I got the exact 125, and then we're going to do 1 cup or 200 grams of sugar. Again, a little heavy on my pour, but a couple grams off here and there is all right. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. It's going to be kind of the leavening agent, give a nice rise to our batter for our peach cobbler. Another little pinch of salt, and then whisk that all together. Then we're going to slowly pour in 3/4 cup of cold milk. You don't want to overwork this and activate the gluten in the flour, but just stir it up till it's nice, smooth, and no lumps remain. And then once we got that, we got our 9x13 pan, pulled that out of the oven so the butter got nice golden brown, kind of as you saw there. It cooked for about 20 minutes or so in the oven, getting kind of nice toasty notes. So just stir that up, and then we're going to pour in our batter. Just pulled it out of the oven, so it's starting to cook the batter almost a little bit, but I figured that'd be all right. You just want to get all the batter. You don't want to leave any of that goodness behind. Give it a quick little shake to kind of help disperse it, and then grab a spatula. Make sure you even it out to all the edges. If the butter mixes in a little bit, that's all right. You don't have to worry about that. And we're going to ladle over our nectarine mixture, so you just make sure you hit a nice even layer, fill in any gaps, and pour in that syrup at the end. You don't want to leave any of this nectarine goodness behind. I'm going to finish this by sprinkling on a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. So you can call me basic, but I love the extra notes that pumpkin pie spice has compared to just using like cinnamon or nutmeg, all those extra kind of flavors. So pop this in the oven at 350 and then set our timer for about 40 minutes. Going to drop it down 36 so we can check it then, see if it needs any more time. But at 38 minutes, pulled it out. It's perfect, nice golden brown. Go ahead and get myself a nice spoonful of this. I'm going to try our nectarine cobbler all on its own. That's delicious. You know, peaches are great, but nectarines, I like them just as much, maybe even a little bit more. So this cobbler, real simple. You just do that base. It's almost like a biscuit dough. Nectarines come right through. Don't forget, we're going to add some ice cream, finish this off. All right, got the ice cream. So good. Remember, doing fruits A to Z, so, and as for nectarine, last week I did a mango lassi. It's a really nice, simple Indian drink. next week, oranges come to mind, so I'll figure out a nice dish to do with oranges. And just love sharing these recipes with y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like it, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.